7 managers who turned down Chelsea. Sir Alex Ferguson. You've got to hand it to Roman Abramovich. He's nothing if not ambitious. Arriving in England in 2003 and chucking a paycheck at Sir Alex Ferguson, you might have thought he could buy the Manchester United legend's loyalty. Having asked an agent to approach him, Ferguson's reply was swift, blunt, and exactly what you would have expected. No chance. Jorge Sampaoli. Yep, the man who just got dumped out of the Champions League by Leicester. Oh, and he's won a Copa America as well. Sampaoli claims he was in negotiations with Chelsea last summer, but when Sevilla gave him the call, he just had to test himself in the Champions League. Now, whether you believe that, and it wasn't just a case of Antonio Conte proving himself to be the better candidate, well, that's up to you. Neil Warnock. Yeah, bet you didn't expect to say his name in here. Although, once you think about it, he's been everywhere else. Neil Warnock, a man who's been sacked more times than I've had showers this week, was once offered the chance to take over at Stamford Bridge. However, this was in 1991, when Chelsea were a mid-table club, with not a single person in London ever having heard of Roman Abramovich. Warnock was in charge of Notts County when Ken Bates offered him the job, but Warnock chose to stay loyal to his players. Juande Ramos. Count your lucky stars, Chelsea fans. You just missed out on hiring one of Spurs' worst ever managers. Despite a disastrous year in North London 9 years ago, Juande Ramos was for some reason sought out by Chelsea following Jose Mourinho's axe. According to his agent, Ramos had an offer, but was seeking a longer term project. If you're hiring Ramos to steady the ship, you're just gonna sink. Jurgen Klinsmann. 9 years ago, and following Avram Grant's dismissal, the two early frontrunners for the Chelsea job were Mark Hughes and Jurgen Klinsmann. The German was approached, but could not break his newly signed contract with Bayern Munich. Probably just as well, as he was sacked 6 months later. Pep Guardiola. Roman Abramovich has never hid his desire for Chelsea to adopt a style similar to Barcelona. Perhaps that's why he's had to sack Mourinho twice, so naturally Pep Guardiola would have been the holy grail of appointments. Abramovich offered him the job on 2 occasions, meeting with him in Paris during his year sabbatical. However, he chose Bayern Munich. Sven-Göran Eriksson. Considering Sven-Göran Eriksson has had about 20 different jobs, and I wish I was exaggerating, it's a surprise that he's turned down anything at all. But he was the first man on Roman Abramovich's wish list, with England manager meeting him in London, despite Euro 2004 less than a year away. Poor Claudio, does anyone treat the man with a bit of respect? In the end, Eriksson remained with England, kept losing on penalties to Portugal, while Mourinho hoovered up league titles as if they were going out of fashion. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.